The game is still going, by the way. We are currently in the break between the first overtime and the second overtime in an elimination game for the Walter Cup. This is truly a battle of the goalies right now. It was astonishing when we got through the first period and there were no goals. We got through the second period, I'm like, oh, there's still no goals? And at that point, I'm like, is this going to overtime? It is so unbelievably, like, both exciting and frustrating to watch a game where there is so much energy and so much, like, passion to, like, try to either close out the game or close out the freaking, like, playoffs and, like, get the Walter Cup, be the first team to win the Walter Cup. There was just so much pushback after last game from Boston, and I'm not really sure why it took them losing 2 games in a row to suddenly come back. But it is, like, Frankel is absolutely killing it tonight. Hensley is absolutely killing it tonight. Everyone's being physical. There was like a wrestling match at one point during the first period. It's an all-out effort to try to be the first team to get a goal and the only team to get a goal tonight. I can't imagine the anxiety that must be on the heads of every Minnesota player right now. Because, like, you could potentially be the woman who closes out the game, closes out the series, closes out the playoffs, and wins that cup for your team. You could be the person who does that tonight. Or you can let Boston extend it by another game. That's a lot of stress. Especially at this point in overtime. Because if you get a goal during regular time, during, like, the first period, for example, like, you know that there's a chance that, like, they can score and then it'll be tied and then, you know, other stuff can happen. But, like, being in overtime and knowing there's, like, first person to get the goal wins the game, like, that has to be a lot of stress. And I sympathize with that a lot. I'm really excited to see what happens. I'm going to go back out. Hopefully, this is a very, very short amount of time before the second intermission. For all I know, they've already scored. So, I'm going to be right back. Oh my god. 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 That Whiplash. That's going to be the title of this video. Whiplash. Watching the team get the goal. They won. Minnesota won. It's over. They get the Walter Cup. It's in the bag. They're celebrating. I'm watching the Boston's goalie. It literally looked like she was crying, which I totally understand. But oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When that goal went under review, I instantly got that sinking feeling like, oh my god. Wow. That they're going to take it away. And then I watched that video and I was like, yeah, that's not the way you want to win that cup is by something that looks very, very bad on footage. And I felt so bad when I saw it because I'm like, you know that was not on purpose. You know it was not on purpose. But it doesn't matter. Because if somebody knocks into Frankel and she can't really recover and so she can't really do her job of defending the post, then that's exactly what happens, is the goal gets taken away and you keep playing. And I think Boston got a second wind. It, like 30 seconds back into playing, Boston gets a goal. I'm literally coming right from the game. I actually have absolutely no idea what Boston player got the goal that tied up the series and guarantees a game on Wednesday, but yeah, that sucks. But you know what? Maybe this is the way that I think, but I'm like, you don't want that bad juju. You don't want the first Walter Cup winner to be a team that, like, it's a little bit controversial whether they actually won it or whether that was goalie interference. And you know, Boston would have been, like, complaining non-stop that they got robbed because of a goalie interference. I feel like as a referee, you have to make the call that makes the most sense, which is just being like, listen, it looked like goalie interference. Unfortunately, like, we can't kind of like let that one slide. Maybe if that had happened in period 1, they could have just like let it slide. But not double overtime. Not double overtime in game 4 when Minnesota got the goal. And like I think there is a world where if that had been Boston's goal and the same all the same things happened, but the jerseys were swapped, I could see a world where the refs say that it's not goalie interference because Boston needed the win tonight. Minnesota did not need the win tonight. Boston did. And so the unfortunate thing is that, like, yes, there will be a game 5. Yes, there is a chance that Minnesota might not win. I don't want to jinx it. But you know that has got to be, like, the biggest, like, feeling of just like, oh my god, like my chest is exploding. To think you won. To think you won the game. The biggest game, the game that mattered the most. To think you won it. And then 5 minutes later, no you didn't. It gets officially called, no you didn't. You're gonna keep playing. And the Boston goalie, like, again, she was so emotional. I was watching her and I'm like, oh my god, like that emotion, that raw emotion of like, oh my god, that went right past me. I don't know what she was thinking in that moment after they kept playing, but I know, yeah, I know that sucks. I know that feeling, that raw emotion is what resulted in the goal that Boston got. Like, there's no way to block that out. There's no way to, like, pretend like that doesn't affect you. Everyone got on the ice. Everyone was celebrating, hugging each other, crying. Like, you know, fans were in the building, like, holding up signs like, we won the cup. Like, all of this was happening. And meanwhile, I think the captain of Boston was talking to the ref, and they were kind of having a back and forth, and I'm like, what are they talking about? Because even before they said that it was under review, I was watching that footage, I'm like, why are they talking? Like, why are they talking right now? Gosh, yeah, that sucks so much. Yeah, it's just, I don't think that would have been the way that I would have wanted the team to win. I want the team to come in on Wednesday and get clean goals. And I want it to be definitive. I want it to be like, there's no way, you can't possibly look at this footage and say anything other than like, absolutely 100% Minnesota won. That's what I want to see on Wednesday. So, anyways, you'll see my happy face again on Wednesday, one way or another. After regulation time is done on Wednesday, you'll see my face, whether it goes to overtime or not. please don't let it go to overtime. Please just complete it in the time allotted. Please, please, please. I'm begging you. Like, I was supposed to go do Uber a little bit after the game tonight, and yeah, it's definitely way too late for me to be doing that. It's almost 11 o'clock, so there's no way on earth I'm gonna go out and go do Uber at all. So let me know what you think of the game. Obviously, if you're a Boston fan, congratulations on not getting knocked out. And if you're a Minnesota fan, like, you know, let me know what you think. You know, if you're a third party and you're not really, like, biased, like, I'd love to get your thoughts on it. I'm telling you, as a Minnesota fan, I think it was the right call to say that was goalie interference. I know there's going to be a lot of people that go like, oh, but that means you're not actually a Minnesota fan because you're supposed to defend them till the end of time. But the reality is that, like, you know, I don't think that's the way you want to win the cup. I think you want the first Walter Cup winner to be the team that got the goals that mattered cleanly, correctly, like, according to the rules, and, you know, that's just how it goes. Let me know what you think. Bye.